The end. So it shall be in the beginning as it was in the beginning, whatever that phrase is. The end of the world as we know it, as the song goes, is really not so much avoidable. This is what the emergency is about. This is what the great drama and excitement for, if you look at it, you'll say 20 years. I've been involved for at least 30 years in the same argument, saying the pollution is enough to destroy the web of life. So, number one is the thinkers know, don't you think? Those people, if you were, say, in a boat and the boat was a steam-powered motor, and if you know about these, you often have to build the pieces. So the steam-powered boat has problems, and it was your operator went overboard or who had a heart attack, bless his soul. You're going to announce, we need somebody, a mechanic, preferably, not a doctor, not a carpenter, an auto mechanic maybe, a machinist, we hope, or anybody who knows about steam vessels. And somebody says, I've worked on all kinds of motors. I've worked on them for 30 years. So what do you do to the guy who jumps in and says, wait a minute, I'll make decisions about what's to be done around here. I'm so-and-so and back on the water, or back on land rather, pardon me, used to public speaking. Well, you know, you punch him. You push him out of the way however you have to, because he's wasting our time and we're all going to die. You say, this guy knows what he's been doing for 30 years. Now, am I that guy? Not in atmospheric science, nor in newfound plastics or sciences that will do batteries or how to clean, which I'm going to suggest is, well, anyway, ocean cleaning, revamping biologies. All of these things are going to need help. I am the only one who's telling you, if you put back 50% of the trees that were cut in the last 60 years, you would just be watching the beginning of the ice melt. So the great lie is, the knowers, they already know, the thinkers already know. The great lie out there is cutting the trees had nothing to do with it. They are just a natural resource. Okay? So my blessings to Greta Thunberg and all the rest of the forward party of this thinking alliance of humanity. We see and have seen for as many as 30 years ago and have been trying to work, and some for 60, honestly. That's where the park systems come from, and that's where I'm suggesting that whole system of the work program, America's work program, sending people out into the countryside to turn the countryside into parks. Well, currently it's a wasteland of industrial destruction for profit. And there's more money in those people's pockets, in their current ownership pockets, than the value of all the rest of the earth combined. This is an old fact. What, 10 years old? So you're not going to be able to cut down more trees and fix it. Now look for the episode called The Last Miracle. I'll tell you what you can do about the trees like that. But the thinkers know already. Number one, the thinkers know. When you see somebody like a Greta Thunberg, that's somebody who is absolute proof, or makes it provable, it seems, she and others, that what you are seeing is so easily known that a child could put it together. These are the forward party, and we need to go to the activists who have been fighting the same battle. Nobody has ever been made king. That's currently what we're dealing with, is what a businessman or a billionaire thinks if he becomes king. Those become your staff. And you go back to democracy as it was first envisioned, 1776. From this point forward, we have people who know, do what they know. Not the king, not the king's nephew, not the new bride of the brother-in-law of the king. All right? The person who gets the job is the person who knows the job. And you're going to find that those activists, the great thing is, they'll help you pick your staff. They're probably not even the guy. Like me, they know who the guy has been for decades. And they teach what the guy says from your university, from your science foundations. So number one, thinkers know. Without this, you know nothing. Oha. Take that which is the sky, breathe, and know your life. If you do not